Greetings and welcome back to Crowning It Up the Dadalocks Way. Thank you so much for joining our channel today. My name is Kirigo, your host, yours truly. It is a pleasure to be here today, and we're super duper excited that our topic today is about streaming options for scalability in your salon business. So today we're going to get right into the thing. There's a specific framework that we use. That's why we call it Crown It Up. It's a framework that we use when we're supporting stylists and business owners when through coaching. And Dadalocks is a mindset, a growth mindset, moving away from a fixed mindset and elevating yourself to the highest level of consciousness. So with that being said, I have put together about 4 tips that I would love to share with you that will help you scale your salon business. Let's jump right into it. So number 1, let's address the fact that every stylist's dream is owning a huge hair salon business, right? Let's talk about it. Every one of us has that dream, that, the budding dream of owning this grandiose salon business. And although initially in the initial days, they are the toughest, right? When you get started, where you have to constantly prove why you should be there. And then from there, growing your small salon into a popular business is not easy. Let's be honest. Let's put it on the table, okay? Because sometimes we have these fantasies that we're going to get into business, and it's just but a switch of the fingers. We expect that the business is just going to unfold and we're successful overnight. But I am here to tell you it is not true. But I'm also here to tell you that it is possible with the right action steps, putting your energy in the right place, having the right mindset, etc. So no matter how difficult it gets, we still have to manage all the tasks inside of the business as a business owner, because we have the dream and then there's the reality, right? But most of us have, pretty much have we're trying to have a good hair day. But in order for you guys to have a great hair day every day, the business has to have regular appointments, right? N'est-ce pas? Like we say in French, isn't it? So how can an entrepreneur handle all the appointments smoothly while taking payments, dealing with billings and customer satisfaction? Oh my goodness, it's a lot. It really is a lot. It is not feasible for a salon to hire someone to track daily appointments, measure all the performances, nor analyze business growth. That, number 1, is unrealistic at the very beginning. But in today's world, merging technology into our businesses is essential, so that it takes up a lot of the manpower, and you are focused on delivering what it is that you promise to offer your clients. So that's what we're going to get into today. Some of the things that you could be doing that will help you scale your business, and so that you could stop, and then you could, you're not wasting your resources and being wary of this whole entire process. So get your pens and papers together and get ready for this note. So if you are an entrepreneur wanting to break into the hair industry and beauty salon business, wow, here are some 4 essential tips that I'm telling you that you need to incorporate and know about before you make your steps any further going in that direction, because you want to make sure that you're putting your energy in the right action steps that are going to yield you results, so that you could keep the momentum going in your business. Okay. So here's number 1. Number 1, you want to make sure that you have an inclusive and diverse client base, right? So sometimes we're like, I only serve women, and that's it. But what we're saying in 2024, we're shifting mindsets. We're saying that if you're looking to grow your business, you want to be more inclusive and have diversity in your business. So, what am I talking about? So, any hair salon that runs and gains popularity because of its clientele, right? So, any hair salon grows because of its clientele. So, the number and type of clients that you serve, it also are determinant by your hair salon success, right? So today, with the numerous hair salons that to choose from, customers usually flock to the salons that serve individuals of all genders and ages. So, for example, what we're finding is that since we started taking children of a certain age, mothers are bringing their daughters, right? So now it's like one family is bringing two people. That's better for the business because we know at least two chairs are filled at that time. It meets our needs in terms of the numbers, it meets the customer's needs in terms of her time and flexibility. And of course, this being harmonious, right? So that's what we mean. Sometimes we get couples, we have a husband and wife, and we serve them. And that opens up because we can just do the wife, and if we're just doing women, and that leaves out the men. But the minute we open it up to men, women, and children, with that level of diversity has filled our chairs even more than we had anticipated. So make sure you to put that one and take it to the bank. All right. So, because there's so many choices out here today, people are looking for convenience, places where they could go as a couple or as a family, so that really works. And it keeps the chairs, like in terms of business, we're happy to do that because it keeps our chairs full and we're hitting the numbers that we're aiming for. So that is one way of attracting more numbers into your chair. And so you must diversify your client base to include men, women, and kids and children. So we have a 7-year-old cutoff because we also know that we don't want to take on, we still want to keep our salon running in a certain kind of way. So we have also, but you have your boundaries, right? So you set your boundaries and then you communicate that with your clients. But we found that has been a huge success for us on our end. Another thing, so here's number 2, strategize a referral system to get more clients. So what does that mean? Referral systems, when implemented correctly, may be hugely beneficial for service-based businesses like hair and beauty salons, right? So when strategizing, it's not only rewards that pleases your existing customers, but it also brings new customers to your doors every day. So here's what we do. We have our regular clients. So what we do is that we send out emails to our clients and we share with them like a certain month, like let's say Black History Month or whatever month that you choose to do your specials. And then we say this month, if you refer someone to get an install, which is one of our higher price tickets, you're going to get 40% off your next service. And our clients love to do that, right? So each time they send a referral that actually comes and commits to get that service, then they're bound to get 40% off at their next appointment. So, but here's one thing that you want to do. You have to be certain that the incentive you are providing is worthwhile. Okay. So you don't want to say something that actually does not work. Okay. So another example is that you might provide 20% discount for any of your services to a current customer who brings in 3 new clients, right? So for us, we're strategically pointing for a specific target. So we know that we want the bigger price tickets. The client does that for us. We're going to offer that 40%, and it's a win-win program. It's a win-win referral system, so before designing your referral program, you really want to make sure that you're clear and that you communicate with your clients clearly and make sure you follow up, right? So there's also the part where we have to be in integrity and meet our promises to the clients. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, when it gets tricky to get new customers, increase the frequency of their visits, right? So you want to increase the frequency of your clients' visits. So for example, during winter, that I do that a lot. So I'm going to get my clients to come in instead of every 6 to 8 weeks, I'm going to have them coming maybe twice in 6 weeks, right? Or twice in a month. where they come in for treatment in between, shampoo and deep conditioner. The next one might be shampoo and hot oil treatment and a style, so that we're moisturizing and keeping the hair moisturized and treating the hair during the winter months where it can get really brittle and vulnerable and dry. And so what we want to do is like moisture treatments galore so that the client feels well taken care of. We have a high frequency when we're seeing them. And it's a good idea to for boosting your income. You know, we can increase the income by the frequency of the visits of the existing clients. So that's another one. You may convince your clients to get a hair spa, special treatments, which this is what I do during winter, like steam treatments, deep conditioners, hot oil treatments. You can get really, really creative depending on the season and watch your money grow, right? It's all these little small tactics. Um, so also you want to aim for a standard of, 2 to 3 visits per month for each client. So, and then you could see how it impacts your revenue. So if you've never tried that before, try for 1 month and see what it does. But you want to make sure that you are offering, that you deliver on the offer, that they see the value, and that they're happy at the end of the service. All right. So it's not just about you making them come frequently and they're not seeing the value. You want to make sure it's a win-win situation for everybody involved. All right. So you also want to oversee your salon business with an online appointment and booking management system, right? Software. So there are all types today. I'm not going to sit here and start marketing one over the other because nobody's sponsoring me. However, you could be managing a hair salon. Managing a hair salon is a painstaking task that you cannot simply hire too many managers. Otherwise, it will exhaust your budget. So none of us have time to be hiring all these people and trying to manage all these people. So what technology can do is take away some of the individuals and have systems that are very simple that do things automatically while you sleep. On the other hand, appointment bookings are virtual for hair salons. If they are virtual, it's great for the client because the manual process of maintaining salons and Excel sheets and time are time consuming. So these automated systems are just amazing. And moreover, customers do not have the time or the inclination to call up for hair salon appointments anymore. Mostly they'll be texting these days instead of calling, right? So hence it's just better to refer them to your online booking appointments at their convenience. So they could be doing it in the middle of the night. Most of our appointments, what I've recognized is that most of our appointments are being made after 11 a.m. at some point, right? So, so people are doing this while they're resting, while they're laying in bed, so they're taking care of, maybe they finally got a moment just before they go to bed, and that gives them an opportunity because I'm not picking up my phone at 11:30 at night. No way. Not for business. I'll be sleeping. So, but it's great that they can do that and they can sort of, link their appointments to their Google calendars that will remind them, and therefore you avoid scheduling conflicts. All right. So I'm hoping this is um, sounding good to some of y'all. The other thing, it also facilitates 24 hours of flexible self-scheduling, for our customers. I really love that for them and even for us, right? So the other thing is that these systems, you want to make sure that they have online, not only can they do online scheduling, that they also accept payments from customers, whether it's via credit cards, PayPal, Stripe, Square, etc. You want to make sure that they could connect to these systems so that all of this information, you can get on your dashboard. You're able to have access to your business performance, and finding out how your business is running on a day-to-day basis, because they will bring it all together. Okay. So another source of income that you can do for scalability is selling beauty products, okay? Connecting with other product distributors in your community and selling their shampoos and serums and hair musks and oils. If you tag these, some of these stores, of the retail stores, some of these, some of the vendors, they have like a coupon that you can add to your website so that your customers can actually go through that and you are able to get commission from those sales on the business. All right. Other ways that we can, other ways to increase income is by selling beauty guides, right? So you literally can film how you do treatments in your salon, how you prefer to do it, specifically your way, your secret sauce, right? I know I do that a lot. And so we find that when we do that, that product that I attach to that video tends to increase in sales because then we share it with our clients. And then the next minute is like, oh, do you have that product available that I saw in the video? And boom, there we go. We're increasing our revenue while just simply showing what we do in the salon. So it's about getting really, really creative and listening out to what your clients like, right? The other thing too, you might want to collaborate with local schools or fashion events in your area. And this way it's great that it'll help you build your reputation in your community. And as you're making sure that you're capturing everything and posting on social media, it'll also increase your reputation there as well. You want to connect with people worldwide via social media. You want to create your business accounts again on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You want to post regularly. So if you're not posting 3 times a week right now, then you're in the red zone. If you want to be, if you post at least 3 times, you're in the green zone. All right. So your people want to see you more often. So you want to be showing up, talking about the offer, welcoming them to your space, letting them know what you offer in your salon, what's unique. Why should they be coming to you instead of going to the Jane Doe down the road or in the next city? So these are the things that we should be sharing once we're posting on social media on a regular basis. Other things that salons can do is having like in-house contests, like employee of the month. I really, really love that because within the employees, you see that like once someone wins, then the other people are like, how do I get there the next time? So you find that there'll be a little bit more effort within in-house so that they can also get recognition. And of course, you want to share that with your clients so that also your clients could bring the energy vibe and celebrate the employee of the month. It's a good way to keep the salon excitement going and engaging, and really engaging. And clients love to get into it because if their employee of the month is their stylist, well, honey, they are celebrating because they're like, I knew it, so it's really, really fun when we're doing that in good faith. And, even amongst stylists, it's good to have a little healthy competition so that people don't get too complacent. All right. So do not forget also to shoot attractive studio tours for your space, self-care videos of how you take care of yourself when you're not at work. Also the latest information on trending styles. You want to talk about that. You could also create a YouTube channel like this for your hair salon and upload those videos to your channel. You can collaborate with social media influencers and ask them to promote your products and services on Instagram and Facebook, and you could do the same vice versa. You can invite them over for a photo shoot or vlog and add them to your YouTube channel. You can follow all of these tips and make to make your hair salon business reach new heights, honestly. So before ending, here's another pro tip that I want you to take to the bank. Always seek honest reviews from your clients and customers. You want it to be honest, you want it to be authentic because other clients are going to connect with it and they're going to be able to tell whether it's true, if it was authentic or not, right? So you may also research to understand what more of your customers desire. I know that when we opened up Studio 28, maybe after being open for 4 years, I did my very first survey. And at the time, it was like it was about 10 years ago. And at the time, it was all written. We just had anonymous sheets, like what they wanted. And what came through in all those sheets, like when our survey was that they wanted Wi-Fi in the buildings because these women were coming and spending at least 4 hours to get their hair serviced. And some of them work and they wanted to continue working while they're getting their hair done. And at the time, we did not have Wi-Fi available to our clients. And that was the first thing. So we compiled all the feedback that we had, and then we made a strategy on how to tackle each and every one of them. And we saw by executing that, number one, our customers felt heard, right? So they felt like it was worth them filling out those surveys for us. There was like excitement because now there was Wi-Fi and people were no longer worried about coming and having to take business meetings, out, in the workspace while they're getting their hair done. And it just became a much better place, for everyone, including the stylist, right? Being able to pull up something online to show clients in terms of like hairstyles and things like that. So that has really worked well for us. And last but not least, so that was my pro tip. So you want to make sure, even you could put a suggestion box outside, or send surveys. I always say don't ask more than 5 questions because it's tiring. Even 4 is good, but 4 questions, and give them multiple choice questions, or 4 questions where they could fill in themselves so you could get the gist of what your customers really want. They do not have to, declare who they are. You don't need names. You just really want the feedback, and it is priceless. I can't say enough. You want to make sure that you go for that. So after getting the suggestions, please plan an effective strategy to implement these suggestions so that they align with your business goals, and make sure that they fit your budget. Okay, so that you don't put yourself in a situation where pop goes the weasel. All right. So don't forget to measure the outcomes continuously to understand where to focus on. And with constant measuring and corrections, you are bound to be successful, guaranteed. I hope those tips were good for you. Take them to the bank, try 1 or 2 whenever you can. I would love to hear back from you. If you've tried one of these and you've received results, please, please, please do share, and leave your comments below if you have any. And thank you so much for listening to us. So I also want to ask you to subscribe and share this with your friends. Thank you for tuning in with us today.